sorry about that. Growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, I grew up with a lot of the really unique and really superb anime series. Stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Duel Masters, just a bunch of different obscure and different um, anime series. But one really stuck out to me, and is one that I'm going to kind of refer back to every now and then, being the nerdy otaku and geek that I am, is Yu Yu Hakusho. So definitely, I have a lot of different ideas planned around Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'm not going to put them all up all at once. They're just going to be in different categories at a different timing. Anyways, there is a thing though. I am a big fanboy of Yoshio Tagashi. I love Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter just the same. While I have seen the 1990s OVA of Hunter x Hunter, I am much more of a fan of the 2012, I think, release series. It was a lot more darker, grittier, and really more focused on the entire manga as a whole. And Tagashi is one of my favorite mangakas of all time. I love his art style and I love his character creations. Although his wife, I hope I pronounced her name right. I don't want to try to pronounce the whole entire thing. Takauchi, I think is how you pronounce it. She is the mangaka behind Sailor Moon, was a helper and sort of inspiration, so to speak, for the series of Hunter x Hunter. She did like some of the character development. She worked on some of the characters with him. She did some of the coloring choices I read. It's all in. A little bit of it is involved in Yu Yu Hakusho Volume One. There's a little splash page where he drew Sailor Moon or Usagi, um, basically in a little page thanking her for her hard work and dedication. But there is something that really bugs me for being a fan of both Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho. And that is one thing that Gon and Yukisei look really too much alike and they act too much alike. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Tagachi sometimes uses the same character model, but just redevelops the character, and I get that, and that happens. But there's too much of a similarity between Yukisei and Gon. And why is that? Well, before I get to the answer, let's talk about some similarities that they have. Both of them kinda have different character development. Gon is kind of the reverse Yukisei, so to speak. Yukisei, life was pretty pathetic. He always got into trouble, he always was a troublemaker, and nobody really wanted him around because he caused too much trouble. But on the other hand, Yukisei was also one of the unique characters of the franchise, and I always loved his character. He was always like the troublemaker, the rabble-rouser, but in the end, you really wanted to love him despite everything because of all that he went through. Gon is different because at the end of Yu Yu Hakusho, it's sort of like that. You could say he got more popular. He started loving his friends more, his life more. He started caring more about the people around him. Gon was at first like that. He cared about the people around him, his friends, his unique interests and whatnot. And then toward the end of the series, that's where he got the really like shithole of it all, and he really hated life, so to speak. He became more darker of a character, and he became probably one of the darkest protagonists up until the series ending, and that's just really amazing, surprisingly. Especially, he had a lot of character development during the Chimera Ant arc, which is really what the arc that really made him shine. Similar to Yu Yu Hakusho, where in my opinion, the Dark Tournament arc really was the one that made Yukisei shine the most. So, despite that, they both kind of have similar abilities. I know Yukisei had the spirit gun, but also he had the spirit shotgun and the spirit cannon. Both of these abilities Yukisei had utilized in the series before. Um, spirit shotgun was basically that he took his entire arm and had it go all blue. This was a more powerful ability that would be utilized in punching his opponent to the force of basically a shotgun blast. And Spirit Cannon he used at the way ending of the series to take care of the baddie at the movie, the Yu Yu Hakusho movie, where he used Spirit Cannon, which is basically a sort of like spirit bomb, so to speak, ability that you could say can use. Gon had rock, paper, scissors. It is a punch that he utilizes in that build up a lot of energy around his fist, and he'll go rock, paper, scissors, and punch towards the enemy. Now, while that is cool and all for Gon to have, his and you could say the abilities almost seem the same, and both have also something really unique in common too: their darker abilities. You could say can become a full-fledged demon, and so can Gon per se. When Gon transformed into what people call his adult form, he was more darker, more powerful, and just a blood and bloodthirsty machine. When you could say first became a demon form against Shinobu Sensei, um, he just obliterated Shinobu without even thinking, no dire consequences. He just took him out, and every single time since then that he became basically a demon, he just killed people, so to speak. So there are so many similarities between them, especially Gon's father. Why we never talk about him. There might be a good reason for that. Now, I want you to kind of remember Yu Yu Hakusho. If you didn't pause this video, go watch the entire series and then come back, which will take a long time. But trust me, you can binge watch it. Now, you could say it seems like the guy that doesn't want to have children. He doesn't see himself as a father figure, so to speak, and he'll never see himself as the perfect father, so to speak. He sees himself as sort of like a deadbeat dad. So later, when I really focused on Gon, especially rewatching the 2012 series, I really, and even reading the manga, Gon's father seems so similar to me in that weird sort of sense. We never get to see what he would look like. He had always like a hat or into shadows. But in my opinion, I think that you could say it's Gon's father. And there's kind of good reason behind this. Like I stated earlier, you could say he kind of didn't want to be a father. And I think that even when, his wife came to him and said, like, you could say, I'm pregnant. You could say probably sitting there going, yay. I don't want to be part of his life. Because, in my opinion, you could say he thinks that he probably would not be a good father. And in my opinion, a lot of people who do end up becoming fathers are kind of that same way. You hear stories about it, or you see a movie about it, and you kind of really get the full involvement, so to speak. I have so many friends that are so happy that they're fathers, and especially for me, if I was ever a dad, I would be the happiest son of a gun alive. Or even a daughter, so to speak. I would be the happiest son of a gun alive. You could not keep me away from talking about how happy that I would be. So, but you could say, seems like he doesn't want that. He just wants to have a life to live and to actually be involved in. He does not seem like the guy who's like, I'm gonna be a father. No, he seems like the guy that's like, screw adultism, screw the adult life, I'm sticking to the slacker life, the slacker's life for me. So, let's go back to Hunter x Hunter. Now, when Gon, or basically Gon's household, revolved around his father, it pisses him off so much. Now, you could say, as a character in Yu Yu Hakusho, pisses people off. Whether that's funny, or that's just canon, it seems very odd. But there is a note that Togashi made in an interview that I was able to read somewhat online. That Togashi stated that for both Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, Gon and you could say share one capability that do make them father and son, no matter any way that you look at this. They share the same blood. Now, they share the blood of basically a god of war, but technically speaking, that means they share the same blood. Because you could say can become technically a god of war just in a demonic form, and we saw the same thing with Gon towards the end of this Chimera arc. So, you know what this means? Yep, that's right. I solved the greatest Togashi case in the entire world, Mr. Togashi. And you know something, Togashi-san? You are a great artist. You are a great writer. But I think I just cracked your case, and I proved that Gon and you could say are actually father and son. Oh yeah, nerd out with me, baby. So, yeah, I have probably just solved it. A lot of people will probably go, a lot of anime theorists will probably go, nice. What about Gon being, you could say? No, my friends, I don't see that happening. The only thing that I will quote, if that is true, is that it would make sense, since you could say he doesn't have a father either. And that brings it even closer to why he is not Gon's father, because he never had a father, and sometimes, you know the old saying, like father, like son. So if you could say dad was a deadbeat, was a loser, was a fucking shithead for all that we know, then so it's you could say for Gon. If you have your own opinions, I would love to hear about them, and down in the comment section down below. If you want to see me talk about your favorite anime or manga, despite even if I may hate it, and you want me to give an honest opinion, even despite if I hate it, love it, or meh about it, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to join the Lazy Universe via Twitter down with the link in the description below. Be sure to join the Lazy Universe here by hitting that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always guys, I will see you next time for some more Lazy Universe content. I will see you next time in the next Lazy Universe episode. We'll see ya.